Hello, welcome to video 1 of Scary List. My name's Kev Eustace, and you may know me from the two podcasts. 1, We Need to Talk About Ghosts, and 2, The Dark Paranormal. But this is a new channel on YouTube, Scary List, and we're going to start off today with a little list I've put together of some of the scariest things that's come into my mailbox via both podcasts. And let me tell you, they're a little bit freaky, especially one of the videos where a tap all by itself turns on, something I've experienced in my own flat, if you've listened to the show. Yes, number 1, Warwick Castle. Now, one of our American listeners, Laurie from Mulliga Hill in New Jersey, she came over with her husband. He had some work to do. I met her for a pint in Liverpool. Not that anybody cares. Anyway, they went and done the touristy things, so they went around a few sites, London, etc., and they went to Warwick Castle. They done what tourists would generally do, they looked at suits of armour, took some photographs, had a generally good time. But in one of those photographs, something else appeared in the film. And here we are in Warwick Castle. Now, the ghost that you're looking for isn't the shadow to the left. No. That's a normal human being. Yes, there are many of them around. No, you need to look just to the middle there, and you will see a little wisp. Now, these are quite common in ghost photographs these days, and I'm unsure about them. It could just be the smoke from an e-cigarette. It could be a number of things, but you do see them quite frequently. I must admit, it does look a little bit freaky. It's quite ethereal. It's like a floating ghost snake, if you will. Laurie does say she didn't feel like there was anything strange going on in the area at the time, and she was just trying to capture a photograph of that plaque on the wall. But I will say there is something a little strange about it. I'm not convinced though. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, this isn't your run-of-the-mill ghost list. No. We have some facts about the good old Warwick Castle. Yes, we do. So it was built in 1068 by none other than William the Conqueror. Old Billy Conqueror himself, yes. Aleister Crowley's held some seances there, and the most haunted place in there is apparently somewhere called the Kenilworth Bedroom. Yes, to list. That's how we go in the professional industry, you see. Professional Paranormal Industry, PPI. Anyway, so that was number 1. An amazing little an amazing little photograph I think you'll find. Now, we do have a video next, and I think it's up there with some pretty freaky stuff if you watch it at night. Watch it at night. I know what you're thinking. A divination boat. I've not heard of one either. I'm used to Ouija boards, pendulums, mediums, that sort of thing. Not a boat. However, about a year ago, one of our listeners, Michelle, a school teacher from Texas, she got in touch to say that since she was a child, she was haunted by a number of ghosts. One called the Nancy Lady, another one who I think was German. Anyway, she gets out one of her kids' toys because she's having a bit of a tidy, puts it to one side on the table, carries on with what she's doing, and then she hears a strange noise. And when she turns around, she notices one of the rotors on the boat is moving. So she assumes the remote control must be somewhere and it must be wedged or someone's leaning on it. And then she notices the remote control is to the right of the boat. So she does what anyone who's interested in the paranormal would do. She tries to communicate with the spirit using this remote control boat. Hello. And in truth, it goes quite well. Now, we're going to show you this clip now. Bear in mind what Michelle told me, which isn't on this clip, is after she stops the clip, and you'll see why she stops it, she's basically asked to stop the clip, or to stop recording, sorry. She says she then asked it, are you a ghost or spirit I know? And she ran off through the Nancy Lady, the German ghost she thought it was, gave no answers for all of those. And then she said, are you something I don't know? And it said yes. Demon boat, people. Demon boat.
Do you need something? Did you stop because of the camera? Can I keep it on? Do I need to turn it off? Do I know you? Are you someone I don't know? Are you something I don't know?
shit.
If I turn the phone off, will you keep...
There you go there, living proof about why you should never play with your children's toys, just in case the devil himself decides to have a go on them. I think you need two priests there, actually, Michelle. One young, one old. They know what they're going to do. Anyway, our third and final clip is relatively new. It's only come in recently to the show. And I've got a bit of a vested interest in this clip because, as I alluded to at the start of this episode, the flat that we're in, I believe, that I'm recording this in, I believe is haunted. We've experienced quite a lot of paranormal phenomena in this house. However, I'm a full believer. My partner Becca is a skeptic. Now, the video that we're about to show you has been sent in by Chish, and she lives in North London, and she believes also that the flat that she's living in is very haunted. Now, getting back to me, as I like to do, one day myself and my partner Becca were in the kitchen discussing the paranormal events that took place in the house, and as we're talking away, her eyes kind of go wide and she looks over my shoulder, and at the same time I hear like a squeaky sound, and we turn around at the same time and both see the tap in the kitchen is moving as we look, like that, and turns on fully gushing out of the tap. We were both in shock. She's since rationalized it because the alternative's far too scary for her. In truth, I've also tried to use her rationalizing of the situation because I don't want a poltergeist in the house or in the flat. I just really don't. And I'll be honest, if something happens now, I'm going to jump out the window. But yeah, so when she sent in this video from her apartment in North London, it sent a shiver down my spine because I know exactly that feeling she had when she took this video. For me, of the ones that we've had so far, this is by far the most genuine. You can tell in the tone of her voice, you can tell in how she's acting. It's just a very believable video. Now, you don't see anything happen. She's gone in after the effect. So you could argue and say, what am I looking at here? I'm just looking at a tap. But you'll get the sense it's not just that. There's something else going on here. You can hear it in her voice. Anyway, let's take a look at the clip.
Lesh, you're the only one who'll get this. I walked in and the tap is on. Tap wasn't on before. I went out just to put it in perspective. Basically, the next door neighbours were making a lot of noise, so I went out to see what it was all about. When I came back, walked into the bedroom, carried on doing my thing, and then I hear the tap running. And here, this is what I'm filming. I didn't turn it on. I haven't used this bathroom. This thing has just turned itself on.
I can't be the only one that found that freaky. Maybe it's because I've had a tap turn on by itself in this flat that watching that absolutely chilled me to the core. And I know you might very well be thinking Johnny Brave Pants over there. Oh, it's just a tap. It's just a tap turning on. Yes, it is just a tap turning on. But by all accounts, it's been turned on by a ghost. Yeah? So when you think about that, it's okay to be petrified. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. But there is something so scary about the fact it's something so mundane. It's not like a shrieking banshee at your window. It's not a head rolling down your stairs. It's a tap turning on. And it's petrifying. So, that brings us to the end of the very first video of the Scary List. If you liked it, subscribe. We're going to be doing about 2 a month of these. And also let me know in the comments below if you did like this, because it's a new thing. I am a podcaster. If you like what you've heard, you can go and hear more of it. If you like a jovial sort of look at the paranormal like this, all true stories, something very scary, then search for We Need to Talk About Ghosts wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like your stories a bit darker with no joviality in, go and search for The Dark Paranormal. Also, if you have a video that you want to send me in, or a story even for the podcast, send it into the email address contact@talkaboutghosts.com. All this will be in the links below. Okay then, guys, I think that wraps up episode 1 of the Scary List. I'll see you next time. Tatty bye.